Challenged by a slow bureaucracy, weak infrastructure and high-interest financing, the Indian government has decided to raise over $350 million to fund clean energy projects in the country. India requires investment to the tune of $100 billion in its ambitious goal to fight climate change and reduce global warming. The country needs to add over 22 gigawatts of renewable energy to achieve a targeted 130 gigawatts of power in the next 6 years. Investment is now slowly coming in.
What used to be done maybe 5 years back is much better now. More can be done. And that's why this bond will be very helpful to help us in achieving those targets.
At the Paris Agreement in 2015, India was among the 162 countries that had outlined steps to limit global warming. Being the third largest emitter of greenhouse gases, it also needs to show that it can produce 40% of its energy requirements from non-fossil fuels by 2030. While the US will support up to $4 billion, Germany will provide a loan in the range of €1 billion. India needs to raise the rest. The country says its performance has been satisfactory as far as wind energy is concerned.
We did very good in the wind sector. Used to have all these years we used to have the onshore generation. The government is also thinking of now going offshore generation. So R&D has been started on this particular aspect. The older wind generators we used to generate very in kilowatt scale are now being replaced with megawatt scale turbines. So that will also, so you can utilize the same site for higher power generation.
Many challenges still have to be tackled as far as land acquisition is concerned, especially for solar farms. The government is now planning to acquire the requisite area and lease them out to private producers so that work is not suspended. The government is very optimistic that it will be able to raise the necessary funds through the sale of these bonds. The country's energy transformation and shift towards a low-carbon economy is expected to gain further momentum through these funds that will be used for clean energy projects. Sanjay Sethi, Press TV, New Delhi.